Hey guys, welcome back. So today's going to be a little bit of a different video for the channel. I'm actually outside of the Apple store and I'm getting ready to pick up my Apple Watch Series 7. Yes, I did the pre-order, decided to do the curbside pickup here today. I like doing that rather than having it delivered, just so I can kind of control when I get it. So we're going to go up into the store, pick up the device and the straps that I ordered, bring them back in, do some unboxing, and take a look at everything that we've got. So let's get going. Alright, so I am back from the Apple store. It's a pretty painless experience, got everything I ordered. Let's take a look at it and then we'll take it home and unbox it. Alright, so excuse the shaky camera work, but let's take a look at what we got inside the bag. Can't leave the Apple store without getting a bag. It's not the full experience without the paper Apple bag. So to start off with, I got two Nike bands because I just wanted to see what they looked like. This is the green Nike Sport Band, and then we've also got the black Nike Sport Band. So I'm looking forward to seeing how these look. I also got another band with the watch, which is the I think it's called Tornado Gray or Tornado. I'm not really sure how they're pronouncing that. So we're going to take a look at how that looks once we open it. And this is the Apple Watch itself. And you can see we've got the Series 7, green aluminum, 45 millimeter LTE. So really excited to open this up. We're gonna take it home, open it up, and see how everything looks. All right, so we are back home now, and we're gonna go ahead and unbox everything. But before that, just wanted to explain why I decided to get Series 7 now. So I am actually still using the Apple Watch Series 4. I've had this thing basically since the day it came out. I find that I use it way more than I thought I would when I first got it, although I have had pretty much every Apple Watch since the Series 0 or whatever it was called when they first released it. So when they released the Series 5, there weren't enough compelling features on it for me to upgrade, and the same thing with the Series 6. There were just like a couple things like blood oxygen monitoring, the always-on display, things like that. But I felt like they were things that didn't really appeal to me that would really make me want to spend some more money to upgrade my watch. I was watching all of the leaks come out prior to the release of the Apple Watch, and I had my mind made up that I was actually going to buy it because it would look really cool with the redesign, and you know, it's been almost 3 years since I did get my last watch, so I did have my heart set on getting it. And then when they made the announcement, it was a little bit disappointing. So as you're probably aware by now, Apple wasn't really able to totally overhaul the design of the watch, but they did make some small little tweaks, such as making the screen size a little bit bigger. So we now have a 45 millimeter screen as opposed to the 44 millimeter. Really curious to see how that affects my day-to-day usage as far as like texting and just kind of getting notifications, things like that. I use my Apple Watch pretty much every day to work out. I use it for communicating on the go if I can't really get to my iPhone right away. I also use it for listening to music. I love the fact that I can hook up my AirPods, go out, walk my dog with it, and not have to even have my phone with me. So that's a really amazing feature. I have had an LTE version of the watch since the Series 3 came out, and I feel like it's a good deal for 10 bucks because like I said, you can go untethered from your phone. The way that Apple has designed watchOS, you can really do almost anything on the go with your watch and not have to have your phone with you. So the other reason I decided to upgrade now is because Apple's trade-in program is actually pretty good. I mean, I know I could always sell my Apple Watch like on Facebook or Craigslist and get a little bit more, but honestly, the hassle of dealing with that is always more trouble than it's worth. You have to like get people who are trying to bargain you down on the price, and then I've had experiences where I've shown up and people just totally ghost you. So Apple gave me some money for the Series 4. I also had some gift cards from old birthdays and stuff like that lying around. So really, when the Series 7 came out, between the trade-in and the gift cards I had, I figured out I'd probably be spending almost no money to get this, and the fact that I hadn't upgraded in about 3 years just compelled me to buy it. Of course, I know next year Apple's probably going to come out with a Series 8, which is just going to blow everybody away, and I'm going to have to buy that. But for now, I'm happy with the Series 7, and I'm curious to see if any of my day-to-day usage is going to change with the bigger screen and the faster processor. So with that being said, let's go ahead and unbox it and take a look at everything that I got. All right, so the first thing we're going to take a look at are the Nike sport bands. I've had a sport band on my watch basically for the last 3 years, as long as I've had it. I really like it. I like the fact that there's just a little Velcro tab to take it on and off. It's very comfortable. Never really liked the plastic bands all that much, so I'm curious to see exactly how these are going to look. I didn't actually get the Nike version of the watch just because it wasn't available in the color that I wanted. I really wanted to get that green color, so. And bam, there it is. Actually looks really nice. It'll be interesting to see how it looks on the watch. Just in case you guys are wondering, this is the Cargo Khaki Sport Loop, so that's the name of it. So go ahead and put that over there. And so now we'll take a look at the black band. This is actually just called the black Nike Sport Loop. Okay, and voila, there we go. That actually looks really nice. So I might end up sticking with this one. I don't think I'm gonna keep both of these bands, as I'm not someone who changes my bands very much, but you never know. So let's get rid of the bands. We'll go ahead and put those on a little bit later, but let's bring the actual watch over here. And you know, you've probably seen other reviewers say this, but Apple just, you know, their packaging is just so on point. They really know how to package a product, and the watch is no exception. It's changed somewhat over the year, but it's really cool how they have these little rings on the back, and that's how you open it, as opposed to like a shrink wrap that you got to cut open. So let's open it up and take a look. And I'm assuming the band that I have is going to be inside there. There we go. Oh, yep, there's the band. So let's take a look at the band first. So again, let me see if I'm getting this right. This is the Tornado Gray Sport Loop, or maybe it's Tornado, maybe it's like an Italian pronunciation. But let's take a look at how that looks. Okay. And that actually looks really cool. I don't know if you can tell, it's sort of, one side is sort of an olive, the other side is sort of grayish, sort of almost black. It's a little bit hard to tell, you know, in different kinds of light. But I wasn't super crazy about any of the options. This is, I would say, the one I liked the most when I looked on the website. Some of the other options just didn't really, I'm not really like a big fan of bright colors, and they didn't have a lot of styles that I liked. Some of the braided watch bands I kind of like, but they're just a little bit too expensive for me. I think they're like 99 bucks. So this one, you know, we'll see how it looks on the watch, but so far I like it. Okay, and then let's bring the watch over here. We're going to get rid of the packaging. So again, this is the green aluminum 45 millimeter with LTE. You know, as nice as the stainless steel ones are, I just can't bring myself to spend $800-900 on that, especially since I know I'm probably going to upgrade it again in a year or two. So, all right, let's see if this box will open for me. Yep, there we go. Okay, and we just got our usual papers with Apple Watch. And again, you've probably heard people talking about this, but this is the new charging puck or magnetic charger that they have for the watch. All right, so this is the new magnetic charger for the watch, and as you've probably seen other reviewers say, it does use USB-C now, which I really like because I'm moving more and more towards USB accessories, and the fact that Apple is slowly getting rid of USB-A and Lightning is really nice. You can see that the charging whatever you want to call it, the puck or the magnetic charger, is kind of like a matte aluminum finish now, as opposed to the shinier finishes from earlier Apple Watches. But with this charger, The Apple Watch is supposed to be able to charge up to 80% in just 45 minutes. So that's really nice, although I've never had an issue with charging my watch. It's always been something I just kind of slap on the charger, and I'm not someone who is wearing my watch for like 14, 16 hours a day. So for me, it hasn't been that big of a deal. But here's the piece de resistance, I guess you could say. This is the Apple Watch itself. Let's see if it's pretty tight in there. But there it is, and it's actually coming on as we open it. So that actually looks really nice. I don't know if you can see it in the light, but it looks really, it's a very kind of forest dark green, and it looks really good with the red on the digital crown. I really like this color. You know, I'm usually like a space gray type of person. You know, this is my Series 4, and you can see I've got the space gray. Although the midnight was appealing to me this year, but this green is, I think I'm gonna like it at least for the next year or so. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it up with my phone, and then we'll be right back. So we are setting up our watch now. I'm going to restore it from a backup, and then we'll see how it looks on my wrist and just kind of take it for a little bit of a test drive. All right, so I now have the watch on my wrist, and have to say I do notice the bigger screen with certain watch faces. You've probably heard other reviewers talk about this as well. This is one of the new watch faces that they have, and you can kind of customize it. You see, it's kind of cool. You can kind of interact with the watch face. Oh, now it's not doing anything. But you can see how the calendar is bigger, and I'm gonna go to, let's see, I'm gonna go to messages. And you know, it actually works pretty well. I mean, I'm kind of surprised, to be honest. I didn't think it was gonna work this well, but swiping seems to work pretty accurately. So yeah, I am very impressed with the swiping ability on messages. Will I use that? I'm not really sure. But again, you know, I'm interested to kind of check it out, see how all of the new watch faces work. Basically, there's only two. There's that one, and then there's the Contour, and then there's the Modular Duo. And of course, as with any watch face, you know, you can go in and customize it. You can make it different colors. You can customize the complications. So, you know, the Modular Duo seems like it's a pretty cool watch face, and I love how it does take advantage of the extra screen real estate. If I put it next to my Series 4, which has been paired, I don't know, can you tell the difference? You know, I do really like this green Nike Sport Band on the watch. I think it kind of complements it pretty nice, especially with the green color. Not sure if you can see that in the light, but it does look, it's matched up pretty well. I am going to try out the black Sport Band and see how that works. Let's take a look at that. And now I've got the black Sport Band on it, so that actually looks really good too. So it's going to be kind of a tough decision. It's really, you know, it's interesting how it changes in the light. But yeah, both of these bands look really good. And also the other cool thing is, you know, with my old Apple Watch, even though I'm trading it in, you don't have to send in the accessories. So that means I can keep this watch band. So I'll have a few different watch bands to choose from. But yeah, I mean, overall, I would say you know, I'm really happy with this. You know, the bigger screen, while not a huge difference, does have some impact on certain things, like with the watch faces and with texting and stuff like that. All right, and so that is my quick look at the Apple Watch Series 7. I'm going to be testing it some more this week as I use it, letting you guys know how the battery life is, if my experience is any different after using it for a week, working out, you know, doing my everyday stuff. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Did you pick one up today? Or are you kind of waiting to see what everyone else thinks of it? I know that some of the order times on these were ridiculous. I actually managed to get my pre-order in. I didn't wake up at 5 a.m. I got in a few hours later, and somehow I managed to get the combination I wanted at the Apple store for pickup today, like at 11 o'clock. So I guess I was kind of lucky, but I know some people are waiting until mid to late November to pick theirs up. So were you guys lucky enough to get one? Are you kind of holding out for the Series 8? Are you still sticking with your SE or your Series 3? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thanks very much for watching. I appreciate all the new subscribers we've gotten. If you haven't subscribed and you like this content, please remember to like and subscribe as it helps me to grow the channel. Please stay tuned for my video on focus modes that I'll be coming out with in a few days, as well as my updated review on the Series 7 once I've had a chance to use it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.